Guys, Prodigy here. In this video we're going to recreate this web design in Figma. Now this is a part of a design which I saw on UI8, which is a Framer website template. And if you're not familiar with Framer, it's essentially a software which enables you to, as they say here, easily go from design to WordPress site. So basically it's a website builder and it merges both the design and the code. So really interesting. I'm going to have more videos on Framer coming up soon. But now without further ado, let's jump right into the Figma file. So the very first thing that we're gonna do is we're going to set up the base. So we're going to use desktop, which is 1440 pixels of width, which is a good width in order to start with a web design. So going to double click here and going to rename this to 1. Now at this point, what we're gonna do is we're going to start adding the logo, which I'm going to source from Nucleo icons, and I'm going to find something which it isn't exactly that, but it's very similar. So I'm going to select this layers, and as you can see, as I drag and drop it on top of Figma, I'm going to have a very big icon. And by the way, it's so easy to use Nucleo icons, as you can see, because it enables you to easily just drag and drop icons. So no need to go back on the website and download and find it in your downloads folder, all that. Just super easy. And another thing that I'm noticing is that we have a frame within this icon, and I want to unframe it. So I'm going to use the shortcut Shift-Command-G in order to unframe it. You can right click and sort it from the menu. And let's scale it down quite a bit so that it doesn't take up too much space. And the very next thing I'm gonna do is going to add the button on the far right. So let's go ahead, let's add the button, and let's add the text, which is going to be sign up for free. All right, we're going to use enter for this specific tutorial, and let's center it right here, just like that. Probably going to source a purple color, which is something around these lines. Let's make the text white. Let's also make it semi-bold or even bold so that it's very visible. Let's round up these corners just a little bit. All right, at this point, what we need is the actual background so that we can start leveraging that. And what we're gonna do is, so there's a bunch of ways you can do it. Since there is or actually this one is it. Since we have a lot of white space below and different effects, what we are going to do is we're going to create a rectangle as a background. But if the whole page is dark, you can just change it here. But in this case, we're going to use a rectangle. And let's bring it over here. Let's bring the rectangle layer below, and we're going to basically sample the same color, make it way darker, so we still have the same hues overall. Let's also select the logo, let's make it white, and here we go. Now another thing which I notice here is that they have just a slightly touch of almost like a bevel effect, and I'm going to go here. Let's use effects, inner shadow, let's make it white, reduce the blur in the Y position, and here we have this very slight bevel effect. Alright, at this point, what we're gonna do is we're going to write the main text. It's going to be analytics for developers. Let's center it all together. Let's increase the size considerably. And developers, we're going to use the same purple color. All right, now at this point, what we're gonna do next is we're going to center this, bring it up, duplicate this, make it smaller considerably, and we're going to write the text, which is going to be easy to install, unlimited power. All right, let's make this one regular, let's make it smaller in size, and one touch which I want to do is I want to duplicate the button, bring it over here, get started. Let's make this one a bit smaller, and now let's duplicate this using Shift and the Option Alt key. We're going to write book demo. All right, at this point what we're gonna do is we're going to make this one white, and we're going to drop down the opacity significantly so that we can easily see what's up. So let's do it at 25% opacity, and let's center this one. And now we're going to duplicate this text over here. We're going to write trusted by, and as you see in the original, it's all caps. The way that you do it in Figma, even if it's small caps initially, you can simply go over here and select uppercase. Let's make it smaller. Let's increase the letter spacing quite a bit. Let's make it medium, and here we have our good old element. So at this point we're just going to use placeholders for these logos. You can use also real logos if you prefer. I'm just going to copy the style using Option Command C, select the rectangle, Option Command V. We're going to duplicate this just a few times, group it all together, put it in the center, and here we go. Now another cool thing about this this design is that we have a slight, and I'm going to go over here to show you, have a slight almost like glow effect in the background. So what we're gonna do is we're going to create a big ellipse. Let's go over here, radial. As you can see, we can create this nice radial, and I'm going to make this fade towards the black. The initial is going to have this this tint right here. Let's make it way smaller in intensity, and something like that could work well. So let's go over here, let's increase the intensity of this one, and we're going to expand this quite a bit. As you can see, this glowing effect goes all the way below the actual background. So what we're gonna do is we're going to click and or copy and paste the rectangle, and then I'm going to select the ellipse, and then we're going to use the mask tool so that the ellipse is just staying there and it's masked beneath. Also going to bring this all the way down, and let's probably increase the size just a little bit, and we're going to try and match the background. And at this point we can easily create also the other background by copy and pasting one of these rectangles, going all the way here. And what I'm noticing is I have it in the mask, which I don't want that. So I'm going to go here, increase the size, and we can round it up a little bit more. Maybe let's add a shadow, and There's a bunch of things that we can do now. All right, so I think this is heading in the right direction. We're going to continue on this in another tutorial, and yeah, I just want to remind you that if you're looking to improve your design skills or bring your current design skills to a next level, I recently am giving out all of my courses, which is over 40 hours of content which I created over the past years for just $9. So you're going to have all of these courses, which you can see in the link in the description, by the way. So the entire Get Starting UI UX Design course, which was $150 a few months ago, and all of the design courses, pretty much design theory, how to create a design portfolio, the entire Figma, Sketch, and Adobe XD courses, and even how I find and sell to high-ticket design clients, and how I've been doing it for the past almost decade. So if you're interested in leveling up, check it out, and I hope this video was helpful. We're going to continue in the next video.